Hi, Ray. How are you? If you have a mic, you can talk. Hey, Ray, if you can hear me, type something or raise your hand or something, if you don't mind. Guess I have to fix. Thought I had this all fixed. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Huh.
Hello?
Hello, Ray.
Oh, hi, Kathy. This is
How are
Ray.
you?
Good.
You can hear me.
Finally, I couldn't hear you until about 10 seconds ago.
Okay. How to fix the so what's interesting is I have a pair of headphones and they're plugged into my computer, but I'm hearing you through my computer, but you couldn't hear me through the microphone.
Huh. Is it wireless or is it wired?
No, it's wired. It's a USB headphone. I don't generally trust wireless for stuff like that. It's bizarre, right?
Yes. Do you have Windows 10?
Of course.
Well, there's a little, on the lower right-hand corner, there's a selection place where you can choose which devices you'd like to use.
Yeah, but it's always just sort of like a plug and play. Like as soon as I plug this thing in, it knows that I want the sound to go to, you know what I mean? It's just weird.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just weird. So how are you? How was your holidays?
It was good, but kind of uneventful, but it was good.
Well, uneventful can be good.
Yes.
Hi,
How was,
Eduardo. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Not much, not much. My car almost blew up today. How funny is that?
Not funny at all. Glad you're all right.
It was kind of funny, actually. Like driving down Route 1 and my car is smoking. My father's sitting next to me. He goes, "That's you. Your car is smoking." I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeesh. Wow.
I know, it's crazy, right? And I have sort of an old beater. It's not a beater. It's actually really nice, but it's old. But it only has like 75,000 miles on it, so I can't like justify giving it away or giving it up. So I'm like, this has never happened before, right? So I take it to my mechanic and he goes, "Oh, I think I see the problem." And I look down there and apparently a piece of foam or something from somebody else's car, like soundproofing foam, like flew up into my engine and sat on my engine. It was like burning on my engine.
Oh wow.
Is that crazy?
That's
Like just off the
insane.
road.
Yeah. Jeez.
He's like,
Could
"Yeah,
have
that
been
could
that
have been
worse.
really bad."
Could have been a lot worse for real.
Say that again?
So it could have been a lot worse for real.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the whole engine block, right?
Yeah.
And me, I'm just like, ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. My father's like, "Your car is smoking." I'm like, "No, it's not me. It's the car next to me." It's like, "No, that's you." And I'm like, "Oh, da, 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 da." A bit of a twit when it comes to stuff like that. Normally, we have a ton more people by now. Is it a holiday? No.
No. Hollywood was Monday.
Yes, right.
It's my first time on actually. I just
I
came to
know.
check it out. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't recognize your name at all.
Yeah. I'm on one note and right now it's the second.
Oh,
And
good. You started in the right place.
So eventually I'm trying to get some rentals, but eventually I want to stockpile some cash and get into more notes.
Is it a
So
performer or delinquent?
Yes, performing. Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of. But it's performing.
I like to hear when people are on the dark side. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, of course.
We tried first. We dumped a bunch of money. We bought like 6 firsts just to sort of test the waters. And while we didn't like lose money, we didn't make a whole lot of money either. So in fact, I mean, the returns on seconds are so significant. It's ridiculous, comparatively speaking.
Right. So usually a lower buy-in, and so yeah, you can see where it was.
I mean, people always ask me, what's the rate of return? And I'm like, well, I'm going to be really conservative here, and I'm going to say 30% on seconds. And that's conservative. I mean, we've had some that have been like 110%, you know?
Oh, wow.
I think we even have one that's like 200. We bought it for, I love this note. We bought it for, I'm going to say 30,300, and it's going to pay 1,000 a month for the next 54 years. Well, we all know that's not going to happen, right?
Right.
But then on the back end, so then there's a payoff of the UPB and interest. And then on the back end, there's another 100,000.
Wow, that's a great one.
So quite significant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, it's an old lady, so the 54 years is never going to happen. But eventually, unfortunately, she's no longer going to be with us. And
Right.
you know, her children are going to get her estate, sell the house, pay us off, plus the 100,000.
Not a bad play at all.
No, there's some good ones out there. Some
Yeah.
real good ones out there. And that's a note we paid 30 grand for.
I haven't
So-
been like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I haven't been like looking, cause like I said, like, you know, I've been trying to stop out some cash and stuff like that. So I haven't been really looking into the notes like recently. So like, I'm guessing that they vary in terms of, you know, pricing or, you know, how many years and stuff like that. But can you give me like an average of what's going on?
Well, inventory is kind of sparse at the moment. I'll be very honest with you in second
Gotcha.
position.
Uh,
And the inventory that's out there, the pricing is out of control. People are looking for like 65 cents for delinquent seconds. I'm like, it's not happening. So to be perfectly honest with you, that's the way it's kind of going at the moment. That's not to say there's not a ton of inventory out there. It's just not hitting the market, right?
Right.
So there is a lot of inventory out there. I believe Goldman Sachs is in possession of a lot of it, like 750 billion of it.
Jesus.
And they're releasing it slowly, drips and drabs. PNC has a ton of inventory all the time. We've done a lot of trades like direct to their inventory. Treasury, you know, Fannie Mae. Problem is with Fannie Mae, Treasury, things like that, you don't have $800 billion, right?
Right.
So they don't really want to talk to you. They want to sell it off in big tranches. So you have to buy it 3 levels down from somebody who does have $800 billion. And of course, everybody's adding their few cents as they go.
So by the time it's diluted, by the time you get it, and there's probably no meat on the bones at all.
Right. Now, and again, I don't want to put a dismal outlook on it because there is inventory out there. You just have to find it. DBI, I think, just put out a tape for the first time in a long time. Of course, they're being sued all the time. But I personally have never had any issues with DBI. I've done good trades with them. But other people have sued them and whatever. But they have inventory that they're finally getting back into the business after a few years of being on, let's say, sabbatical. So that's coming out. So there is some stuff. I mean, there is some stuff happening. But you know, again, I won't lie to you. I won't tell you, oh, there's inventory, blah, 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 it's free flow. It's coming out in drips and drabs, and people are asking for ridiculous amounts of money. And the question is, are you willing to pay it? Now, if there's a good deal, it's a good deal.
Right.
You know, I mean, I would pay as much as 50 cents for a note that I thought was a good deal. But at 65 cents, sorry, buddy, ain't that good. Ain't that good. We just did a trade to test to sort of like a learning endeavor, put it that way. We just bought a whole bunch of unsecureds.
Okay.
It was something like 3 million UPB, but they're unsecured, meaning there's no mortgage attached.
Other ones attached. Right.
So, but we got them for like 12,000. So even if we get a couple of them to throw some money at us, then we're going to make money. That's kind of our hope. It's a learning, experience as far as we're concerned.
To see how it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
once I figure that whole process out, then maybe I'll add that to my training endeavor. But up until now, I don't really know a lot about it, so I wouldn't even begin to start talking about it. Our
Mhm.
plan is right off the bat, we're going to send out letters offering like, hey, give us 10 grand and call it a day. We'll never talk to you again. That kind of thing.
Right.
And see how it goes. Like I said, if five or 10 people hit us back with 5 or 10 grand, we've made some money.
Yeah, absolutely. You said you got it for 12, right? All of them?
12,000, 3
Yeah,
million UPB. And of course, it's not really worth that much because it's unsecured. But we'll see how the learning experience goes.
Right.
Ray, what have you been doing in the note world? Ray?
Oh, here I had to unmute myself.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Not a whole lot recently. Had some other things I've been busy on.
Hi, Patty. So you haven't purchased any new notes then?
No,
Huh. How are you, Patty? You should be able to talk. Unless you're on an older version. Eduardo, tell me about the note that you have, like UPB, in your lean balance.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Tell me about the note you have, the senior lean balance, your UPB, FMV.
So mine's is due to 2040. The other stuff, let me see. I have to find it in my my notes here.
That's good.
Yeah. Let me see. See if I find it in my files.
But it's a performing note anyway, so that's good.
Yeah, it's performing. I had some issues with it because it was like my first note and it was performing, and then like I had to get a new server and all that stuff, and that got all kind of out of whack, so it turned it into a non-performing, but I got it performing again. So yeah. So it's been performing for the past 2 years now. So.
Who are you using as a servicer?
It was Madison.
Good. I like Kevin.
Yeah, good people.
What's good about Kevin is if this guy ever goes into bankruptcy, there's like required correspondence that you have to send to meet the BK regulation, and Kevin doesn't charge you for it.
Oh, that's good to know.
He's like a BK expert, actually.
Oh, I see.
So if you ever have notes and the borrower goes into bankruptcy, move them over to Madison.
Oh, the unpaid balance was 11,000 actually.
Do you know what the senior lien is?
No, I don't know. No.
Oh gosh, you should know that.
Yeah, I should know that.
Hi, Mr. Yang. We're also streaming live on YouTube right now. Isn't that cool? Nobody's watching but me, but it's still fun.
It's on YouTube. Let me check.
Paper Assets Capital is the channel.
Okay. Paper. Capital. Anyone watching?
I'm watching. It's one watching.
That one person, yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Watching my own live feed. Great.
I'm watching.
One watching. That one person, yeah.
Oh, there's 3 people watching now.
Great.
Are you all watching now?
Yeah.
Oh, have fun.
There's 3 people watching now. Are you all watching now?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we're having this. I'm gonna have to stop watching.
Got
I have to-
echo going on.
Yeah, because it plays.
Oh gosh, we're having this. I'm gonna have to stop watching.
Just killed it, so it should, the echoing should stop.
Just killed it, so it should, the echoing should stop.
It's totally not stopping. Are we serious with this? What is happening? My gosh, this is the same problem we had last time.
Are you serious?
So who wants to talk about notes?
So who wants to talk about notes?
That's not gonna happen.